Also guys, massive shout out to Printfresh for sponsoring this part of the video, because as you guys know, I am a huge fiend for a good PJ set. And if you guys need a good holiday gift, Christmas gift, I'm telling you, anyone you gift a Printfresh set to is gonna love it, because I swear by them. Printfresh actually holds a special place in my heart because they are a mostly women-owned small business in Philly. And if you guys know me, I'm from Philly. So we love them over here. I mean, like, how cute is this PJ set? The holiday line, you guys have to check it out. It's absolutely adorable. The other amazing thing about Printfresh is that their sizes are extra small to 6X. It's amazing. I love them, and I'm gonna link them down below. I'm gonna link the 2 sets that I show in this video down below, and let's get on with the video. How you spend your days is how you spend your life, and how you spend your morning is a good domino effect of how you're gonna spend the rest of your day. Good morning, you guys. Look at this cute little mic that I have. Like, she's a professional. We are gonna round out the fall diaries, and we are gonna transition into my winter diaries. And I figured, what better way to start the winter diaries than go into ways that we can prepare for the winter blues. I've had my fair share of, bouts of anxiety, depression, just like super low periods of my life. If you implement these, they will positively impact your life. And that's what I want for you guys. I want you guys to live your best life. So let me get into my little tips and tricks on how we can live our best lives in the winter. I am naturally a summer girl. Like, I love the warmth, but what I've come to terms with is that in order to thrive during the winter, I have to just romanticize it. Embracing the cozy weather just makes winter a lot more bearable. Also, guys, look at my little gingerbread cup. How cute. You've heard this tip before, and I'm telling you, it is actually worth implementing. Not going on your phone first thing in the morning will literally change your life. Like, I'm telling you, I used to be one of those people that would wake up and then scroll on TikTok for like an hour. And I was actually listening. This is the quote that actually made me stop wanting to go on my phone first thing in the morning. And he was in a Jay Shetty podcast, and he said, "Would you allow hundreds of people into your bedroom?" And then it's like, obviously no. And then he was like, "So why do you want to go on your phone first thing in the morning and like allow that many people to influence you?" Because like when you first wake up, your subconscious mind is like still wide open. That's why I'm so passionate about having a really good morning routine, because when your subconscious mind is wide open, that is like the best time to implement new beliefs. So how I went about not going on my phone is getting a hatch alarm was the best thing that ever happened to me, because I love my hatch alarm. I don't know if you can see it, but that one really helped because I don't use my phone as an alarm clock anymore. So like I don't automatically reach for my phone. And I also have one of these, like, I'm going to link it down below, but my mom got it for me for Christmas, and it's one of the best inventions. It is like a little tube that you put your phone in while you sleep, and it like sanitizes your phone. I don't think it like actually sanitizes your phone, but it is a really nice, because like my phone just like chills there while like I do my routine. I would say like start small. Like if you are one of those people that scrolls on their phone first thing in the morning, like try just like implementing like, okay, first 10 minutes of my morning routine, I'm not going to go on my phone. And then like slowly, like you'll just start building it. Like I would say the easiest way to build habits is doing something small for 21 days. Next thing is trying to get sunlight first thing in the morning. I know in the winter this is kind of tough, but I always make sure, because I have blackout curtains, I make sure I open them. Like I get out of bed like right away. Like I don't linger in my bed, because when I was really depressed, I would like just sit in my bed. Like my alarm would go off and I would sit in my bed for just like an hour, or like 2 hours would go by and I would still be in my bed. And I understand like when you're really low, like you don't really have that much motivation. And at the end of the day, like it's discipline that will get you into a different mindset. So one thing, if I could go back in time, I would change about that routine is just getting out of bed first thing in the morning and looking at the sun, opening up your curtains, opening up your blinds, letting the light in, and trying to stare at the sun. Because Andrew Huberman mentioned it in one of his podcasts that I listened to like back in 2021 2021. So I'm not really sure like the science behind it, but it works. Like looking at the sun just for like a few minutes, like I'll open up my curtains and then just like look at the sun. It really helps your like circadian rhythm. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm awake and I'm ready to get on with my routine. One of two things. I'll either then right away change into workout clothes, because if like when I was really down, I would stay in like my jammies and just like not even really get ready for the day. But putting on workout clothes, I think motivated me, because then I was like, okay, I'm in my workout clothes. Like I'm going to have to work out. It was just like I was training myself to get in the mindset of like, okay, when I wake up, I'm going to go work out. So I would change right away into my workout clothes. And then I would go into my bathroom and then do my full skincare routine. I feel like having a skincare routine where you don't have to think about it that much. Decision fatigue is such a real thing. And having a skincare routine that you know works and you're taking care of yourself, but also you're not really thinking about it that much. So it's like brushing your teeth and then doing your skincare routine in one. Best way to go. Ooh, okay. Now we can get into the fun part. This literally, what I'm about to tell you actually changed my like brainwave. I remember I started doing this when I was a senior in college, and it just will actually make you feel like you're on cloud nine. I've talked about this before and I will keep talking about it until every single one of you does it. But playing affirmations when you first wake up while I do my skincare routine, like if I'm not filming, I'll be playing affirmations while I do my skincare routine, brushing my teeth, and then I'll carry my phone. Like at this point I have my phone, but I'm not like scrolling on it. I'll then take my phone into the kitchen, and then while I'm making my coffee, still listen to these affirmations, especially because in the morning, like I just said, like your subconscious mind is still wide open and you're kind of in that like little bit of a sleepy zone. It can have such a negative impact when you automatically reach for your phone and you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, like you're just taking in all these other people's thoughts, opinions, and you're not really honing in on what you want to be thinking, you know, because the whole like your thoughts create your reality. It's like your dominant thoughts create your reality, right? So going on TikTok or like Instagram and then having these, like if you're on the wrong side of TikTok or like Instagram, you get these negative beliefs like reinforced to you all the time. You know, I always say you either let society brainwash you or you brainwash yourself. And I would much rather brainwash myself into these good thoughts, beliefs, and just ultimately like, you know, good vibes, good frequency, you know, like, because why wouldn't you want to start your day and feel good about yourself and feel good about the world around you and train your mind to look for the good. Now, let me tell you my go-to affirmation tapes that I love. Who I started with was Leeor Alexandra on YouTube. She has the best selection of affirmation tapes, and they're not that long. Like that's why I think they're like 16 minutes, and you can do like, if you just carve out 16 minutes to listen to these while you're doing your, you know, skincare, brushing your teeth, making your coffee, and making your breakfast, like it'll radically change the way you think. Recently though, like I love Leeor Alexandra, and I'm gonna put a couple like on the screen. I'm also gonna link them down below, but another person that I really like is, and I know this is like not for everyone, but I love listening to Tony Robbins. He has this one called I Am the Voice, and that one's only 7 minutes. And that one will get you like fired up for the day. I love it. I'm gonna link that one as well. If you want something a little bit more like in your face, you know, and like powerful, his is the way to go. If you want something more like soft and feminine, I would definitely recommend my girl Leeor Alexandra. Then always make sure you eat breakfast. I can't believe that some people don't eat breakfast. Like that is so crazy to me. But always have breakfast. You know, it's important to fuel your body with good, nutritious foods. And in the winter, I think especially leaning more towards in like warm foods and things that feel very like nourishing in your body. Definitely fuel your body. Ooh. Okay. Another really fun thing that I'm passionate about. Okay, so when I was really depressed, I I think it was my mom who got me this book. Or, okay, so actually my mom got me this book, and then my friends last year for my birthday also got me this book. So I have this book in like several different locations. Like I have it here, and then I have it at my parents' house, and it's the best. Like, I wish I could take this everywhere with me, because it's called Journey to the Heart, Daily Meditations on the Path to Freeing Your Soul. And this is another thing I'll do before scrolling on my phone. If you need like inspiration, or you feel like you're kind of like in a stuck area of life, I 110% recommend this book, because it gives you daily prompts, and it's the best. Like, it just talks about your energy, your heart. I kind of think like the best way out of any kind of slump is to just like go inward and really connect with yourself, and, you know, giving yourself that love and appreciation that it craves. And so this book, 110% love. Recently though, because I've read this one, I've been through that one like twice already, but this one is the one that I've been recently showing in my videos, and so many people have asked me about it. This one's Daily Devotions and Reflections by Marianne Williamson, and it's called A Year of Miracles. She wrote A Return to Love. These are definitely more like spiritual than this one is, but I mean, both are incredible. And if you're looking for morning words, because that's the next thing that I do after like I make my coffee, have my breakfast, I'll sit down and read one of these little passage. Maybe this is a hot take. I like have a hard time meditating in the morning. Like, I can't really do that unless it's like I can actually do it better in the summertime than I can in the winter, because like winter I'm exhausted, and if I try to sit and meditate, I will fall back asleep. Next thing that I've talked about before is quite literally like the best thing ever, is having a little like scripting manifestation journal. The beauty of manifestation journals is that it's kind of whatever you want to make it. Like, some days I'll just write lists of things that I'm grateful for. I'll write like my like manifestation lists, or like things I want to call into my life. I'm not going to bore you with my journal prompts, but if you guys need more, I'll give you more in my next video. But yeah, I'm a huge journal fan, and I just think that it's a great way to like release things that are on your mind and like work through your thoughts, and like brain training. This is kind of what I call it in the morning. Like, I call it like I'm training my brain to think more in like a positive way than a negative way, because our brains are wired to keep us safe. Embracing winter, it's embracing relaxing your nervous system, because when you're in like relaxation mode, you can have such a more clear mind about like, you know, business decisions or like relationship decisions, or, you know, you're not as like reactive to everything going on around you, because you have a solid foundation in here. Last but not least, as you guys know, I am a huge fan of yoga. I love yoga. I love anything that like will get my body moving. I love solid core. I love Pilates. That is gonna just release those endorphins and like those good feelings. And like going back to like nervous system regulation, once I started doing yoga, it was a game changer. I love yoga, and I think that like connecting, like having like the mind body connection and like releasing like tension in your body is gonna just like propel you into a new era of your life. Because even in my brain, I have like before I started yoga and then after I started yoga. Because like I always like enjoyed working out once I got into like my 20s, but when I was going through like a dark phase of just like feeling really lost and not really like knowing what to do with my life, which like no one ever really knows what they're doing with their life, but I think it's harder when you're like in your early 20s. So if you're going through that right now, I totally get you. But I started doing yoga, and I think like that kind of just like it almost like released so much built up emotion I think I had. Highly recommend. And that's how I end my morning. And all of those things have just helped my mental health be at such a healthy level. Every morning I feel like I look forward to like my morning routine, because it just makes me feel so good. And I love that quote that it's like how you spend your days is how you spend your life, and how you spend your morning is like a domino effect of how you're going to spend the rest of your day. So it's like you might as well start your day on such a high, cultivate that good energy within you, and so that you can pour it out into the world and to the people around you and to your loved ones. But more importantly, prioritize yourself. Anyway, I hope that this video gave you some inspiration on how to embrace the winter coziness. And yeah, I will see you guys in our next episode. I actually think we're going to go into Vlogmas after this. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys in my next video.